Ever since I was young, I've always wanted to have a pickup truck. Gusto ko talaga na magkaroon ng pickup. In fact, I think it was in 1995 when I first parang had this desire to have a pickup. But I'm a very practical person also. So I have kids and what will I do with pickup? And there were many factors that parang it is not wise for me to buy a pickup. Hindi naman ako contractor, hindi naman ako farmer. You know, what's a finance guy doing with a pickup? I'm on my way to Nuvali. Actually, we're already in Nuvali to meet my friend Cardi. We're gonna shoot some videos. We're gonna talk to you about property, you know, buying behaviors, many things. So maganda, watch out for that video. But I'm also here because I wanted to talk to you about the reasons why I do certain things. No? I'm driving a something that I bought. This is a pickup. This is a red Navara Caliber X pickup, which I bought few months back, and people were wondering me, Randall, no, because you know I've usually have sedans and SUVs, but never actually had a pickup. So people are asking me, Randall, why you buy a pickup? In fact, my sister, sabi ng sister ko, Randall, at your age, you're buying a pickup? Pula pa. Are you going through some midlife crisis? Okay, that's not naman to justify my reason. Okay, just when you're buying something, just be careful about justifying the reasons that your purchase. Now, I bought this. Number one, okay, let me backtrack. Ever since I was young, I've always wanted to have a pickup truck. Gusto ko talaga na magkaroon ng pickup. In fact, I think it was in 1995 when I first parang had this desire to have a pickup. But I'm a very practical person also. So I have kids and what will I do with pickup? And there were many factors that parang it is not wise for me to buy a pickup. Hindi naman ako contractor, hindi naman ako farmer. You know, what's a finance guy doing with a pickup? So there was no need for me to do this or to buy it. So you know, but you know, alam mo yun, the desire has always been there. So it's always been there. Every few years, I would see that. Then that's happened. And back then also, pickup trucks were not nice to have. They're bumpy. They're not. There's no luxury whatsoever. But over the years, the pickup segment has improved. So siguro mga 3-4 years ago, parang sabi ko, I think I can make a decision already to buy a pickup. But I didn't also. So that time I was driving an SUV. So when the time was for me to, you know, change my car already, the car was really old already. So I wanted to buy. This came back, you know, this idea of buying a pickup also went back to me. My 2 kids are now married. I only have 2 boys with me. But feeling ko hindi pa siya time. So instead, this was last year, I ended up buying an SUV. I still bought an SUV. I sold my old SUV. I bought a new SUV. You know, because we wanted the seats. We wanted the 7-seater. Now that I have grandkids, it's very important to have the space. But now that the economy is opening and stuff like that, kasi I've always tried to maintain 2 cars. The pandemic, there was no reason to have 2 cars. But sabi ko, I think I need a second car. You know, coding is back. You know, my kids are going back to school. The ones that were left with me. Sabi ko, sige, let me buy. So initially, I just wanted to buy a car as a second use. So I was looking at, you know, entry-level cars, Vioses, mga ganyan. Sabi ko, okay lang yan. But alam mo yung desire, bumalik sa akin, sabi ko, why not buy a pickup? Maybe this is the right time. So I started to walk around, look at shops, watch a ton of videos, guys. Watch videos before doing something. So I watched a lot of videos, and I started to think na I think it's the right time. So ultimately, from buying a second car, entry-level second car na Vios, I ended up buying this red pickup car. So one, was it practical? Not really, because I've never actually used the bed. Never used the bed. So why would I buy a pickup and never actually use the bed? The most that I put there is I put groceries sometimes, and sometimes luggages. No, that's it. Which I can put in a sedan or any SUV. So wala akong issue doon. But I always want to encourage a lot of people. No? Desires are a good thing. You eventually want to buy something, but be wise. I did not buy a pickup truck before. it was not the right time. But now, my finances are a little bit better. Dapat din may deadline din yung mga gusto mo. I mean, where do I buy a pickup when I cannot drive it anymore? So I ended up buying a pickup. Of course, because I'm in a better financial position, I ended up buying a nicer pickup. I could have gone an entry level, but parang feeling ko naman time na rin for me to do, not the entry level, but top of the line type. So I'm enjoying it. Now, may practical side to. Number one, this consumes less diesel than my SUV. Okay, the car is comfortable. It drives like a car. It's the reason why I went with the Nissan, because among all the pickups, this one has the most car-like drive. Nakita mo, hindi kami mabaldog, and it's nice inside. It's comfortable. It's good aircon, and it's also practical. So now, this becomes now my everyday car use. Well, until my boys go to school and maybe they'll end up driving this. But this is my everyday car now. I'm going into the valley. It's a long drive. It's still a comfortable drive. But tip ko lang sa inyo, okay? Okay lang yung desires. Don't need to have to act on it. But there's a time for you to do that. To do it. Dapat tama yung cash flow mo, di ba? May investments ka na nagawa, makakapag-save ka. You don't act on your desire tapos magkikipit ka. That's a bad idea. I bought this, hindi ako magkikipit to do this, and so it's a time to buy. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is the reason why I bought this pickup truck. So, not that I'm an expert, I don't even like cars, but I'm not kind of like enjoying driving this. So, see you.